So we're going to call on Rachael to do her piece. Rachael is Rachael Adeshile, and you might have guessed, she's my daughter. Is an award-winning business student. She's also a 7 habits expert, coach to younger children with natural abilities of mentoring. Rachael has gained her D.E, NCS, and grade 6 in music qualifications. She has overcome a lot of challenges to become and achieve all that she has till date. She hopes to inspire young people like herself to strive and achieve for great success. Please welcome to the floor, Rachael Adeshile.
My name is Rachael Adeshile. But I'm also a YouTuber where I inspire young people, all types of people really, to be themselves, not themselves who they are, just to inspire and just like what my mum said basically. But I just do that on the YouTube platform. I'm new to it, so I'm not really popping yet, but if you want to help me pop, you can subscribe, you know what I'm saying? My YouTube channel is called Your Own Self, so you can just type it into the search bar engine, just in case you didn't hear, it's called Your Own Self. Subscribe. If you're bad, send it to 15 other people. But
Sure will.
Yeah. So I'm going to be talking to you guys about mindset. The reason why I'm going to be talking to you about mindset is because I think our mindset is essential. I agree with everything all the speakers have said today, and I think what they all have in common is having a growth mindset. And there's 2 types, there's fixed and there's growth. And I'm going to talk to you about that, but I don't want to say too much. So, does anybody want to take a guess at what mindset actually is?
Mindset is like, instead of saying I can't do it, you can say I can do it. And instead of saying that person's better than me, you can say I can learn from them.
Oh. How do you change the slide? Okay. That's kind of what growth mindset means, but not what mindset means. But still, I like what you said because you can basically do the next part for me. But anyway, a mindset is a self-perception on what one believes they can or can't achieve. And there's 2 types, like I said. There's the fixed mindset. So in a fixed mindset, individuals believe that everything that they do, everything that they are is predetermined. And because of maybe an example of what they would say is, I'm not smart, so I'm not going to get good grades. A person in a growth mindset believes that everything they do is hard work, through hard work and effort. So someone in a growth mindset, even though they may be the most intelligent person in the world, but they would still believe that they need to put effort in and work harder to achieve their goals. The whole mindset thing was actually proposed by Carol Dweck, who is a psychologist. So this is kind of like the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. I want you to just take a minute to kind of like read that, and I want you to ask yourself a question. I want you guys to ask if you have a fixed mindset or if you have a growth mindset. So I'm not going to make you like say it in public. It's just to kind of give you all something to think about, so that you can reflect. Because I believe in self-reflection. I'm a strong believer in what you put in is what you get out. So there have been times when I haven't been successful, and there have been times when I've been very successful. But that's all down to me. That's whatever happens to me is my fault. I believe in external locus of control. So next slide, please. So aspects of growth mindset. I'm not going to focus on fixed mindset because that's negative. I'm a positive person. I'd rather give you tips on how to improve instead of telling you everything that I'm doing wrong. So aspects of a growth mindset, grit. At one of the schools that I went to, I had a very, very inspirational head teacher, and his speeches every single day, grit, resilience, every single day, all these big, big words. But I'm actually grateful for that, because what he said is true. If people who have a growth mindset tend to have grit, and this means you have courage, you have strong character. Everything you do with boldness. Like Uncle Richard said, he said that you have to be bold, and that's true. In this life, if you want to be successful, you have to be bold. You have to believe in what you're doing, and you have to believe in your project. Another aspect of growth mindset is resilience, and I think all the speakers that spoke today have this in common. For example, I think it was one of the first, the MP. He failed 9 times? For many people, if they failed once, that's it. It's not for me, I'm moving on. Do you get what I mean? Whereas people with resilience, even in the toughest situation, the most difficult time, they will get back up and fight 10 times harder. And I'm telling you guys right now, if you always try your best, if you always keep on going, you will be successful. It might not be now, it might not be tomorrow, but it will happen. Determination. This is the ability to identify purpose and ensure that you achieve it. This is probably going to sound really, really petty, but I have an obsession with makeup and looking nice. To achieve this is not easy, I'm just saying. All you girls, you know. But I remember when I first started doing makeup, when I first started, I look at the time, I thought I was popping, I really wasn't. I look back at my pictures, I'm just like, wow. But that's a process. That's a process. You have to watch YouTube videos, you have to buy the makeup, you have to invest, you know, and that's how you achieve in anything really. And the same way I was determined to be good at makeup, the same way I have to now be determined to look after my skin, because if you don't look after your skin, then there's no point in you wearing makeup, you will just be ugly anyway. So, and also you have to have an I can do mindset. This means I can do it. This is difficult. What I'm about to do is difficult, but I'm determined to do it, and I'm gonna do it well. Anything worth doing is worth doing well, even if you're pushed out of your comfort zone. If you know you're not gonna do it with your might, you might as well just drop it because you're wasting your time. And the ability to try new things. Like my mum said, I did DOV. DOV was completely out of my comfort zone. Let me tell you something. I'm a city girl. I do not camp. I don't trek. I'm not even sporty at all. But I did my walk. DOV is, for those of you who don't know, it's the Duke of Edinburgh. I did my bronze and my silver. When you do your expedition, you walk and you camp and then you walk again. So I think I was doing 16 to 20 kilometers per day. So on my bronze, I did 16 kilometers day 1, camped, and then again the next day, and then silver was 3 days and 2 nights. But because I was so determined to achieve it, I continued. Actually, on my practice of my bronze, I bust my knee, so I had to finish early. I didn't want to, but I had to, because you have to look after your health. And on the next one, I just made sure that I prayed for strength. I looked after myself. I went gym, had to make sure that I was going to be fit. I didn't want to be the last person all the time. So, and I managed to pass my bronze. So, yeah. These are examples of people that we know that have a growth mindset that demonstrate everything that I just told you. Michael Jordan, hold on 1 second. This is really unprofessional of me. But Michael Jordan has this famous quote that we all know. And he said, I failed over and over and over again in my life, and this is why I succeed. So just because you fail, yes, you may feel really bad and depressed in the moment, but you have to get up. It's all about resilience. You have to get up and keep on going. All these people have failed. They've been rejected. They've gone through their tough times, but they've come out top. And these are successful people that we know that are just inspirational people. So why is a growth mindset so important? First of all, you can enjoy life even when you're not good at it. So with DOV, although I was pushed out of my comfort zone, I enjoyed myself and I reaped the positives of going through that. I felt very fulfilled afterwards. You can improve your self-insight and your self-esteem. You can also improve your relationships. You can lower your risk of depression. There is actually studies that show that people in a fixed mindset are more likely to have anxiety and low self-esteem and all that kind of stuff. You can increase your resilience to labels and stereotypes. Obviously, being black people, there is a stereotype and a label attached to us. When you have a growth mindset and you believe in success and you know what you put in is what you get out, then these stereotypes will not apply to you. My mom's kind of an example of that. Not even kind of, she is an example of that. Yeah, she's an example of that. Like when you speak to her, like simple hello, you know that she means business. You see setbacks as useful. So if you fail, yes, you throw yourself a pity party, you give yourself a week to get over it, and then next week you come back on and you can, even your setbacks can even be used as a success story to inspire someone else. And obviously, the most important thing about growth mindset is ultimate success. That's a bit self-explanatory, but yeah. Cognito ergo sum in English means I think, therefore I am. And this quote is one of my favorite quotes by René Descartes. And it was actually originally in French, which is basically the English there. But it's basically saying that if your mindset is so powerful, okay? So if once you've made a decision to believe in yourself, to achieve something, you will achieve it. That's just the truth. No one can change your mind. Nobody. The only person that will change your mind is yourself. So I'm just telling you guys, if you're in a fixed mindset, please just move yourself to the growth mindset. ASAP, and you'll see your success come very, very soon. Thank you so much.